Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Global Hands-on Universe Conference 2021 edition. I'm Gustavo Rojas. I am one of the organizers, and in name of all the organizing committee, I give you warm welcomes to our conference. It's going to be a week full of very exciting communications, workshops, and keynote talks. We apologize for the delay in the start of this session. There were some technical difficulties, but we managed to overcome it, and I welcome you all. So before passing the word to my colleagues, I'm going just to give you some announcements that are important for the start of the conference. So welcome everybody to the Global Hands-on Universe Conference. We want to give a special thank you for our partners, especially the Royal Astronomical Society, who is our sponsor. We received a grant that allowed this conference to be free for everyone. So thank you so much for the friends at the RAS, and also all our partner organizations who are involved in making this conference possible. You'll hear a lot of them during this week. So thank you so much for our partners. And people are joining the conference. You should be receiving the link by email for all registered conferences. The link for this session has changed, but for all other sessions, it will remain the same, hopefully, if we have no more issues with Zoom, but I think it's solved by now. So we are very happy to announce that we have almost 600 registered participants from 70 countries. We have our global map almost filled. A lot of countries still to reach, of course, but it's a very global coverage. We are very happy to reach participants in all continents. And we have received over 100 abstract submissions. And for the next 5 days, you will be awarded with 11 keynote talks, 91 oral presentations, 16 workshops, and 1 round table. All that will amount for over 50 hours of content, over 60 hours. So please spread the word of our conference. We are broadcasting live on Facebook, on the Global GHOU page on Facebook. And if you want to tweet about the conference, please use the hashtag GHOU 2021. So let's make all the world know about this conference. So thank you. This is my short presentation from now. And now we are going to make a quick roundtable for our organizing committee members. So I'd like to invite our first invitee here, which will be Rosa Doran. So Rosa, welcome. It was exciting start of the session, of course, trying to figure all this out. But please say hello to everyone in 2 minutes and then pass the word to the next speaker. Thank you, Rosa. Welcome.
Oh, hello, everyone. That was an exciting morning, starting GHOU like this with lots of adrenaline in our blood. Will keep us going for the whole week. It's great to be here. I think it's, as usual, is one of the best meetings we have every year. It's very, very, very nice to have so many people from so many countries joining us. We have, again, a very exciting program. So prepare coffee, prepare cookies and chocolate to have with you, because you will want to be awake and follow all the nice new things we have managed to gather this year for you. So it's really a pleasure. And I'm not going to thank everyone again. It was a huge effort from many people, especially to Gustavo, who organized this really greatly. To have a problem with Zoom in the first moment, but that's how it goes. People are joining, and I'm sure it's going to be, all the problems happen now, so that the rest of the week will be smooth. So it's great to have you all here. It's a privilege to participate.
Thank you, Rosa. So the next one is Fraser. So when you talk, you call for the next speaker, okay?
Yep, good to go. Yeah, welcome from me as well. I'm speaking to you today from a kind of a gloomy Cardiff in Wales. gloomy in the sense of the weather. Everything else is fine. Fantastic to be with you. It's a real pro and con. It's a lovely event that we normally do when we meet up 20, 30, 40 of us. And we've missed being able to do that. But the positive is that we get to share with a few hundred people that we wouldn't share with otherwise. And that really brings its own benefits. That's all I've got to say. I've got a few talks this week, which I'm sure you already have marked in your diaries to make sure you watch. Yeah, probably. I'll pass on to the next speaker, who I believe is Emmanuel.
I'm Emmanuel Roland. I'm very happy to be here, as all of us. So I'm the president of the French section of FHOU, and I'm delighted to be there with you all this week. I give the lead to Hassan. I'm not sure if there is a Hassan.
Yeah, hello all. I'm Hassan Darmawi from Al-Akha University in Ifra, Morocco. I'm glad to be here and welcome all the attendees. It's a great opportunity for us to share astronomy, education, knowledge. Those are wonderful days that we are looking at these days. So I'll give the floor now to Katan.
It's a pleasure to be a part of the organizing committee, and this is a great moment to be opening the session out. So looking forward for beautiful ideas, and this year has been a year of pandemic. We all have been online, and we have really worked without any boundaries. So a child from India, from a small village, is working with a child from Europe, and that's a real beauty of this year. So I think looking forward for this entire 5 days of conference. Opening the I would request Aviva to take over.
Hello all, thank you. It's really nice to be one of the organizers for this great conference. This is annual conference that I think will give you many things, not only lesson learned, but also many new methods maybe for your activities in the futures. And next one is Hande-san.
Okay, I'm Toshihiro Handa from the Pacific Rim of this planet. We are very happy to having the annual Global Hands-on Universe meeting. We can overcome the COVID-19 pandemic, and we can share the good ideas, not only astronomy, but also for the outreach and educations. Okay, the next is Carl.
Hey. Hi all. Boy, what an honor and a pleasure to be here with all of you. I couldn't think of a nicer group, a more creative group of people than the organizers and then all the teachers and scientists who are joining us. What an honor. And you know, you look at kind of the issues in the world going on today and the things GHOU can bring to the world are so positive and wonderful. I mean, we do beautiful work. We bring out the best in people. We try to share the wonders of the cosmos. Isn't this the high path that all of us should be taking on the planet? So I just want to, it's such an honor to go forward with the organizing committee and all the good teachers, scientists, and educators out there. So thank you to all of you. Let's do it.
Great, thank you, Carl. I understand you have prepared a treat for us. So yeah. Could you please tell people what it is? And then when it's done, you tell me that I'll play the surprise.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, just I think one of our big issues in GHOU is, which I think that we started to solve last year, is marketing and letting people know, about how good GHOU is and how we can reach more teachers and more educational systems. I'm so pleased to see Scott here with the NSW educational system. And as many of you know, we've gotten into the Uganda Ministry of Education and stuff. So, but one of my efforts, we'll see how it goes, is to try to work on a musical and dance production with Chilean people and people from England and Greece. Something called Astronomy High, and Fraser is starting to roll his eyeballs, but I hope at the general meeting, I want to suggest Astronomy High become our GHOU song for a year. My daughters is singing on this. The dancers are from Chile, and music composed by by me partly, and with help from many others. So go ahead. So again, I hope it can bring a little bit of joy to folks.
Okay, so here it is. Oh, sorry. Have to share the sound. Share sound. Okay, so here we go.
Astronomy high, astronomy high, astronomy high. It's astronomy high, find a new way to fly. Have the time of your life, you'll find wonder nearby. It's astronomy high, it's your path to the sky. You'll be a bright star and you'll go very far. Get everything that you need in astronomy high. Measure the distance to Alpha Centauri. Watch a black hole implode, see a supernova explode, all at astronomy high. It's astronomy high, find a reason to strive. Save the earth where we live, find planets where we thrive. It's astronomy high, it's your path to the sky. You'll be a bright star and you'll go very far. Get everything that you need at astronomy high. Measure the distance to Alpha Centauri. Find a near-Earth asteroid, save our planet Earth from doom. All at astronomy high. It's astronomy high. It's a new way to fly. Have the time of your life. You'll find wonder nearby. It's
Oh, Carl, that's fantastic. I think
Thank you.
we not had a dancing show in one of their conferences. So this is really a new achievement. So
Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
So you want to say something else before we move
Oh,
on?
I don't know. Yeah, we deserve to have fun. I mean, trying to change the world during one's lifetime is hard work, so we should have some fun and beauty. So
I think that's the point. So
Yeah.
thank you, Carl. Thank you for sharing this beautiful gift. And we have a lot of ground to cover. Yeah, we are late on our schedule, but that's beyond our responsibilities. Before we start with our first keynote talk, let me just share with you some technical information for the participants. So I just only have a couple of important information for those who are here with us on the Zoom session. So I remind you that we are on Facebook. There are a lot of people already following our stream on our Facebook page. So if you want to share this conference with others who could not register, please tell them to follow the broadcast on Facebook, and it will be for all sessions, including the workshops. So please follow our stream for the whole week. The program is on our website, on the conference website, which is handsonuniverse.org/GHOU 2021. And also use the hashtag GHOU 2021 if you tweet about the conference. So just a couple of announcements before we have Scott with us. The first one is that for accessing the other sessions, you need to use the meeting IDs that were provided in the connecting guide email that was sent on Friday. Hopefully all the next sessions will not have problems, so the links remain the same. Okay, so please use this table to join the next webinar sessions. And I'd also like to remind you that if you want to register for a workshop, you have to register today, okay, until midnight UTC. The link was also sent on the information guide on Friday. So you need to register for the workshop, and then after the registration is closed, you will receive the link for the workshop meeting. Okay, so the workshops will be on meeting mode, not on webinar mode, so everybody can participate, can use their microphones, so we have more interaction. And you will receive this information on Tuesday morning because the first workshops happen around noon UTC on Tuesday. And finally, we are about to have our first presentation, our first keynote speaker, and then on the oral presentations. And for this, we recommend that if you want to ask a question for the presenter, please use the Q&A feature on Zoom. It's on the bottom menu of Zoom. So please use the Q&A to make a question for the speaker, okay? Don't use the Q&A for making comments. For this, use the chat, but please use the Q&A specifically for questions for speakers, and the chat for anything else to interact with people. Please be active. We want to see you participating, but let's reserve the Q&A feature for questions to speakers only.